Right guys, I think I might have found a rod. Very, very exciting. Okay, we'll just put that down a minute, darling. A Penn Tidal XR 420. Now, allegedly, if I have this rod, I'll be the first one in the country to own one. So it'd be very rude not to go and try it out tonight, wouldn't it? Wouldn't it, darling?
It would.
Now all I need is a reel to go with it. I'll let you know what comes along. Morning folks, and welcome to the Happy Hooker YouTube channel. This morning I've got Tommy the Turd with me. Morning Tommy. Morning. And we are down on the mighty Mersey at Brunswick Dock, or just outside Brunswick Dock. Tommy tells me there's a big channel runs right along here that's full of rays and sole and bass and cod, if there were any cod in the Mersey this year. A few whiting. Well, there's obviously going to be the peckers, isn't there? Always going to be the peckers. Now this morning I've acquired a new toy to have a play with and do a review on. It is the absolute brand spanking new Penn solid carbon Tidal XR 420. It says competition T10. Oh yeah, there you go. Solid carbon technology. Apparently this is the first solid carbon that they do, and this one here, if it's right, what I've been led to believe is I'm the first person in the UK to use one of these, so use it I will, and see how we get on. Now paired up with that there is a Penn spin fisher. I've got £30 braid on it and an orange shock leader, as you can see. The Penn spin fisher 7 it is. So let's give them a good play with. Let's give them a good playing with, and let's see how we get on. Hopefully we can hook into a ray or something decent, just to give it a proper whirl. Now it's a massive tide today on the Mersey, so looking at Tommy's rod there, let me just go and show you this. Oops. Looking at the state of Tommy's rod there, have you picked both up? Yeah. He's picked both his rods up at once, and look at the state of that, guys. Because we've had big tides, it's going to be a weed fest, I would imagine, until it starts to slacken off a bit. But that's fishing. Hey ho, let's get on with it. The most important thing's done. Nice cup of tea's been made. We've got the stuff for the bacon butties and some custard donuts. We know we love me custard donuts. I'll see you in a bit when I'm all set up. Right guys, I'm finally set up now. So it took me about 4 hours. I've got a 2-up flapper on the top one. I've got a little worm hook. Can you see that? Got a little, it's a Sakuma Manta size 1's worm hook, and on the bottom I've left this longer than my weight, which is probably asking for trouble, but I've put on the bottom nothing, because the knots just come undone. That was a good start, weren't it? Well, I was putting on the bottom a little pennel rig. Where are we? With some circle, with one circle on the bottom for squid baits, which I'm going to use for the rays. I better tie that back on then and get it flung out, haven't I? Oh! Right, it's blowing an hoolie now. I have finally set up. Just turn that round. I've got a frozen bit of worm on that one, and I've got a half a squid on the pennel rig on the bottom. So what I'll do is I will get Tommy, if you don't mind Tommy, I'll get Tommy to film this cast so you can see how this rod behaves on a cast. He's going to have to stand this way on because the wind's horrendous, and hold it at his chest, I would have thought. Tommy, can you just do a bit of filming for me please, while I cast this? see if we can get the action of the rod in. You're going to have to hold it like that with the wind on your back, otherwise you'll lose all your volume. So we're going on the other side here.
Yeah, you go that way.
It's going early, isn't it?
Where's the picture gone on the back?
Oh, that's touching. Touch the screen. There you go. Here we go, first cast. It's always scary with the first cast on the rod.
And a new reel.
You always end up treating it like a fanny. Right, lovely, cheers Tommy. Well, I was quite impressed with it. As with any rod, you have to get used to the feel of it, how it casts and how it bends and how to use it. So I'm hoping you're picking up what I'm saying and you're not getting just a load of wind. Yeah, that's it. The rod is set. The trap is set. I'm only going to use one rod for the time being because I saw what happened to Tommy's rig. He got all the lot tangled up and had to start again. So I think just for the now it's going to be the one rod. You know what time it is now, don't you folks? It's bacon butty time! Look at this setup in Tommy's van there. He's got a bed in there. That's his little windbreaker, what we're out there, but it were getting blown all over the place. We have the cooker on. Bacon in the pan sizzling away. Couple of big muffins there. Some spare muffins and spare bacon because I'm a greedy fat pig and I'll probably eat another one in a bit. Let's just have a look how we're getting on there. Yeah, as per usual with bacon. Oh, you get all that bloody silly water in it. As soon as that drains off. In fact, I might even just drain that off. No, let's just pour that off. Now I've done that. Bite you bugger. Now I've done that, the bacon will start to fry proper, won't it? And it'll not be long before we're filling our faces. Just hope I haven't had a bite while I'm down here doing this. I'm sure Tommy will look after it if I have. See you in a bit. Now we're getting somewhere with the bacon. Oh, just look at that. Nice picture. I forgot the butter, so we're having that instead of butter. The Primula cheese with ham. Ho ho ho. I should be called the happy cooker, shouldn't I? Another couple of seconds and that's going on my gob. And then I'll get some fish caught, I promise. Well guys, that's the bacon butties done with. Now one thing I forgot to mention, and one thing I had actually forgot because I don't actually do that much shore fishing, is about braid on your finger. When you're casting, it hurts and pings, so I've been to the van for the emergency insulation tape and hopefully that'll just stop it pinging on my finger as I'm casting. No fish as of yet. I'm about to reel in, have a look at my baits to see how much weed I've got, and then we'll get it back out and have another go. Well guys, top of the turd has struck first blood. Got 10 pound of weed and a little whiting. Well done. Well done, Tommy. Did that weed get you then? Good out, well done, Tommy.
Cheers, buddy.
Now this is the problem you've got with big tides. That's the problem you've got with big tides on the Mersey. There's loads and loads of weed about. It's quite busy along here actually. This is, what is this called? Brunswick duck?
Yeah, it wasn't even hooked properly.
It wasn't even on the hook. Let's get him back so he's not harmed. Back you go. Or you didn't want him for bait, did you?
No.
Would have been a bit late, wouldn't it? Well done, Tommy.
Yeah.
I'll carry on getting my bait on there. 2-0 to Tommy. Got a nice little crab he has. I'm wondering if that's what's nicking our baits. More than likely, isn't it? I would have thought there'd be too much flow for him in a minute. so we might have half a chance of catching more fish. Apparently you get the best results here, as you say, an hour before and an hour after tide, so you've got like 3 hours fishing, haven't you? But it doesn't do any harm to be here early. There's always a chance of anything. There's more people turning up now. There's another couple of lads further down the bank. I'll go and have a natter and a wander and a natter with them in a minute. I'll see you in a bit, folks. Well, there's nothing happening just yet, guys. I mean, the rods are still sat where they were sat before. Just keep checking the baits every 20 minutes or so. It's about dinner time now, and tide is 20 past 1, I think, so it should start slackening off, and the locals are telling me that that's when the bites will start, and we should start hitting some fish. We've got about 3 hours there. We've got an hour before the tide, an hour over water, and then an hour on the way back out, and we should get a fish or two in that sort of time. So any time now, we're hoping. Let's go for it. I'm going to freshen all them baits up, fling them back out. I'll wait another 10 minutes and then I'll do that, and then I know I'm into the slack then. So some lovely boats come up and down this river. In fact, I would have liked to have had the drone up and sent that for a wander about up and down this river and go and have a look at these boats and stuff, especially that there's like a naval yard over there, where they refit all the old navy boats. I'm not sure if you can see that or not. I'll get as close as I can, and I've zoomed in as much as I can on it. So there's three frigates in there as we speak, all being refitted. Tommy says it takes them about 12 months to refit them, so they're out of action for a while, aren't they? So give it another 10 minutes, change my baits, and see how we get on. See you in a bit. Well, guys, the tide's finally slackened off now, but I'm thinking with the big tide, it looks like it's starting to run back round anyway already. I don't know how much longer we're going to have here. We're lucky if we get an hour, I would have thought, because trust me, once it starts going through on this Mersey, you ain't holding bottom and you ain't fishing. It's as easy as that. So the next 15-20 minutes will be critical here. I either get a fish or I don't. I know Tommy's on a pecker, and that's about it. Might be the wrong tide, I don't know. We'll see, won't we? Well, guys, after that fishing trip, my thoughts on the new Penn tidal. I didn't really have much to do with it. You have to learn how to use a rod, and to be quite fair, at Brunswick there, you're really limited on your space and at the back of you, so you're struggling straight away. It was a very nice rod. It handled really well. The big lumps of weed that I were reeling in with it handled them with no problem, so I can imagine any fish anywhere, it'll handle it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take it out again on a beach or on the gim wall or somewhere where I've got plenty of room to actually give it a proper cast and put some proper power into it, and I think that rod will come into its own. Anyway, I know it was a short session. I didn't catch anything. Tommy got a whiting and a crab. Got plenty of weed. It was a massive tide on the Mersey. If you do like the stuff that I'm producing and putting out for you, then please do get them fingers waggling. Wiggle, waggle, wiggle, waggle. Press, press, press. Like and subscribe. It is very appreciated. And until next time, ta-da for now.